agreements made means something, and then agreements get changed and turned around and all this kind of stuff, because that thing changed all along. The bathrooms were added in, and everything else was
But that
added
was
in.
all, that was
And-
all done, Bill, with the concurrence of the Board of Supervisors. Those projects were all presented to us. Because they had to fit within the budget for the,
Well, I think if all that was
capital
presented to
improvement
you
program.
as a contract with a person, and then y'all didn't look at it or didn't pay any attention to it, then to me, that'd be dereliction of duty if you wanna push the envelope.
Well, so when that,
That's where I'm getting back with the swipe. That contract, that money was put in with the CIP. I mean, I don't know how more I can clarify.
Well, there's a whole lot of stuff put in with the original CIP, and then the CIP was changed, jobs were bid, and then they weren't bid.
The project, it was put a
as
stop, it was a stop put on the current project when the first bids came back overdue.
Okay.
And all of us as a board, as a matter of fact, I think that was unanimous decisions, agreed that we need to put this all out to see, okay, how far off was the architect. So those were the things that changed in there, but to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, the money for the clerk of the works, that stayed the same, whether it was preliminary work, was at this fee or whatever. But that contract, and I agree with Doris, that would be a question to ask him, but to assume, prior boards and current members didn't do their job, I find that not correct.
No, but when nothing's going on, and the.
I don't disagree with that,
Contract
Bill.
awarded, and you hire somebody initially for $20,830 to do the job, and then nothing happens, and he stays on and on and on, and the $20,830 turns into $200 and some thousand.
he comes to your meetings, doesn't he?
I hadn't been to but one meeting, Doris. I was never
there?
allowed to go to any meetings
Was he
before,
there?
so the only thing, yes, he was there. The only
And
thing
did
I
he
know.
I mean, my understanding is that he has done a fair amount of work, even though there haven't been active projects. There
Okay.
have been, we did do the bathrooms, and a couple of other things, and then he has also been working on the contract and the scheduling and the bid documents and all, he's been a party to all of those deliberations.
Doris, that's why I asked for all this information, so I could get up to speed, because I had not been allowed to be involved with it at all until last November.
Well,
And then I was invited to a meeting when the school was in here. So I've tried to get my hands on as much information as I can and do as much homework as I can to see really where we are. Because I had serious problems with the whole thing of us having enough money to do it.
right.
And so I want to try to ensure the citizens that we are not heading down a path to throw money away. And when something like this crops up and I ask a question, I don't see how it can be just brushed aside. And somebody at the school board meeting said, well, we have a lot of contracts, and we don't know what you're talking about. And I hold up one, you know.
Well, I
But
think
anyhow, these people don't need to be involved with all this.
you have a right to ask for a copy of that contract. You have a right to see that contract as a member of the CIP committee. And I think you should do that. And if I were you, I'd talk to Kevin and see if the two of you together, and Ernie's at those meetings too.
Well, don't they have to sign and approve the invoices? So that would be the billing of the clerk of works would be part of that.
They've all
Well,
been signed and approved.
I haven't signed
They've all
them
been
yet.
signed
Yeah.
and approved, yeah.
Because they, people are fast.
Yeah, they asked me to sign, and I said, I'm not gonna sign something when I wasn't here. Wasn't a member of the board.